Hey, what's up everyone? This is Ben5. This is the, I guess, promise response video to the race realism thing, obviously from the title. I've got some liquid courage in me, which is the way I like doing my videos. You know, it gets me much more, loose and, uninhibited. You know, it gets me, I don't know, riled up a little bit. And I guess that's the way it keeps me entertaining. But anyway, yeah, so this is going to be the follow-up to the race realism video, which is weird because that was a follow-up to another one. In the first race realism video I did, didn't really get the response I got on my last one. Now, maybe it's because they're much more fucking mobilized now. I don't fucking know. It's something. I don't know. But, it's weird because I uploaded the video, and I went to bed before it had finished uploading, and I woke up the next day, I'm like, what the fuck? I saw all these thumbs down, I'm like, oh, I got to them. Oh, isn't that something? But, you know, that's how these dickheads are. That's how a lot of these fucking groups are. You know, you do a video against atheists, or Christians. Well, not really Christians anymore. It used to be that way. MRAs, you do a video against feminists, any of these fucking groups. Vegetarians, same fucking way. So, yeah, you always get these people, like, it seems like they're searching for this shit. Or maybe I had some people who, they agree with me on some things, but they were subscribed to me, because I did lose a few subscribers from that video, but I gained a bunch, and it kind of levels out a bit. But anyway, I got some doozy fucking comments on that video, and I'm not gonna really get, like, probably pissed off in this video. I mean, I probably will, knowing me, but not, like, pissed off like I was in the last one. But, you know, first off, I had to say, for full disclosure here, I was actually wrong about something, and that's not in the video, at least not that I could tell, and some shit's gonna be brought up. This is probably gonna turn into a long video, so I apologize, but it seems like the people who like watching me like my longer videos. Seems like my longer ones get more views. I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, I mean, the people I'm subscribed to, I watch all their fucking videos regardless of the link. But the mistake I made was, I could have sworn that Libertarian Realist and Fringe Elements were the same guy. I could have, I mean, probably because I don't watch either one of these motherfuckers, but someone could put a comment like, I think this guy's a fucking idiot, but I actually kind of like this guy. And I put a comment like, they're the same guy, you mook. And he said, no, they're not, you mook. And I kind of looked into it, I'm like, fuck, this guy's right. So, yeah, I had to concede that point. I'm like, yeah, you know, you're right, and you were also justified in, you know, insulting me because you were actually correct on that. So, you know, I'm the type of the guy who says, you know, if I'm wrong on something, I have to admit it. You know, and I have to reevaluate my position on that, because that's kind of what you should do, and that's what a lot of these fucking groups don't like to do. They just won't do it. Okay, if you don't like doing it, that's fine. You know, it's like, well, fuck. You know, well, fuck that. You know, and you kind of have some kind of justification as to how, you know, you might be correct, something like that. But anyway, I was wrong on that. So, one of the main things that always fucks me up is when I piss people off in videos like that, is that people insult my appearance. Now, someone says something, you know, about, like, oh, long hair and all this. It's like, do you really think? Stop for a second and think about this. Do you really think I don't know that I look like a fucking weirdo? Do you really not think that I know that? I mean, because, honestly, I mean, look at me. Yes, I mean, I have long fucking hair. I have a goatee. I usually don't stay clean shaven. I mean, my beard's getting longer. I just decided not to cut it because I actually kind of like the walrus look. It's eccentric, but, you know, it's something I like. I dress in nothing but fucking black clothing. I'm a 5'7" vegetarian atheist, 130-pound fucking twat. You really don't think I know that I'm a fucking weirdo? Of course I'm a fucking weirdo. I collect instruments and fucking toys. I have a geeky channel where I just talk about toys and shit. But, you know, it's like, you really think that's like hurting my feelings? That makes me want to, like, you know, get mad and shit? No, of course I'm a fucking weirdo. So anyway, when someone said this, I said, wow, nice ad hominem. And I believe it was the user, I don't know the channel name, I think it's just a bunch of random shit, but the name, since, you know, Google Plus has, you know, kind of injected that shit in there, the name was White Man. He's going to come up a couple times, for a couple good reasons. And he doesn't know what an ad hominem is. and then I put the definitions, like, you're attacking the person rather than the argument. And it's, oh, no, you don't even know what the definition... Okay, I defined it. I gave you the definition. You attack the person rather than the argument. This person did not attack any of my arguments, because the fact is, if you had said something like... I mean, this fucking idiot had said something like, you know, you're a fucking weirdo. You know, look at you. And by the way, you're also wrong about this and this. Okay, I can accept that. You know, and it's an ad hominem attack. You're still attacking me, but I would consider that more just an insult. You're insulting my parents, okay, but you actually address something. But whatever. But by the way, I did mention fringe elements for a good reason. Number one, I'm not sure if I said this in the last video or not. I usually don't really go back and rewatch a lot of my videos unless I'm like trying to get something out of it, like I'm trying to actually quote something I've said. But you know, fringe is not stupid. He's not, and even Coughlin said this. And by the way, you know, some people, they insult me for liking Coughlin. Even a video like where I was just saying like, hey, Coughlin has a new channel, which by the way, if you guys didn't see that video, it was just a quick little video. Once I found that he had a new channel up, I went ahead and did just, you know, quick little Windows Movie Maker video about that. It's Dick Dynasty 666, so if you guys like Coughlin, like I do, I mean, I'm friends with the fucking guy, you know, go and subscribe to him. I mean, right now, it's kind of weird, because I have more subscribers than he does right now, so I feel fucking good about that, because that's probably one of the only times it's ever happened. But anyway, so yeah, Coughlin brought up that, you know, Fringe is not stupid. Fringe is not a dumb guy. I mean, he really is smart, but we, you know, he and I think we both think that, you know, he puts his intelligence towards stupid things. He can think rationally. You know, he can actually research things and actually cite and just like rattle shit off the top of his head, which is pretty good. But then again, you know, he did get fucking destroyed by Skeptical Heretic, which I'll talk about in a second. But actually, fuck it, I'll talk about it now. You know, like some people are like, you know, Fringe is fucking smart. He's all this, and you know, Skep is a liar. No, Skep's a fucking liar. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's how Fringe got the fucking upper hand in that debate, isn't it? You know, oh yeah, he was just fucking dominating that shit, wasn't he? And the thing is, I even told Skep, because I consider Skep a friend too, like, yeah, they called you a fucking liar, and he was like, I'm not shocked, because it's like, well, of course they're gonna call you, wait, it's funny, because they say he's a liar. He's a liar. Now, lying is, when you say something that you know for a fucking fact is untrue. So, if Skep is wrong about something, I guarantee you he's willing to say, okay, well, yeah, I was wrong about that. And in fact, he's done that before. He's like, okay, yeah, I was wrong. And then he just stops. Unlike Fringe. You know, Fringe, he uses the same fucking arguments, even though they've been fucking disproven before. He uses the same fucking arguments. So, that's a fucking liar to me. But, you know, but whatever, you know. But anyway, so I was talking about Fringe. So, Fringe comes up on there. I believe it was French, if I'm not mistaken, you know, because, like I said, I thought, you know, him and some other guy were the same fucking person. I mean, their arguments are pretty much the fucking same, but anyway, French, you know, because I mentioned Darwin in my video. Now, I've read Darwin's works. Do I own all of his shit? No, but I've read them. But Fringe, like I said, I'm assuming it is. I hope I'm right on this. So, like, I don't know why, you know, people think Darwin's so great. So, he brings up a point that Darwin made. Now, there's one funny thing. Darwin always, you know, basically tried to disprove himself in his works. And even Potholer 54 brought this up. He would, you know, say, like, well, this could disprove my theory. But then he would go and say, well, here's why it doesn't disprove my theory. You know, Darwin was very intellectually honest about that kind of shit. So, Fringe brings up this fucking quote, and I'm like, I've heard that shit before. I've heard that. That sounds fucking familiar, because I don't have an eidetic memory, but I have a pretty good fucking memory. So, because Darwin's work is, I guess, luckily for me, and unluckily for dickheads like him, it's completely royalty-free, it's just, you know, fair use. You can use it anytime you want, hence why Ray Comfort could actually republish Origin of the Species, and, you know, put his little fucking foreword in there, like, oh, this, you know, are you a liar? Have you ever told a lie? You're a fucking liar, and all that shit. And, anyway, so he puts this, so I go on the internet, I put in that quote, and it actually brings up the rest of the fucking quote. and it talks about how races aren't real. Like, it's like, no, human beings are, we're all the same. It's like, what is it? I believe the statistic is like 99.99 plus percent we're all similar, which that's going to come up in a second with something else too, but, it's really funny because someone's like, most of these people haven't read Darwin. Well, I actually have, and I knew that was fucking quote mined. So it's like, yeah, and I said, nice quote mine, asshole. Why don't you read the rest of that shit? And it's also funny, and I'll bring up Coughlin again, because I was talking to him about this a while back. He was like, these fucking race realists, they're basically the creationists of the atheist movement. Like, and it's weird because creationists do that shit all the fucking time. They misquote Darwin, or they quote mine it. They do that all the fucking time. And it's like, okay, we can easily look for this shit. We can easily fucking find it. Now, in all fairness, not all Darwin's theories are true. I mean, it was very basic. And that's a fact. It was very basic shit. But it's like, I can search for what he said, so if you take him out of context, I can find it. This is the internet. This isn't just like citing some random fucking asshole in a book. And like back in the 80s, early 90s, we had to go and find that book and actually find the context of it. No, you can find it. It's not fucking hard. But they keep doing this shit. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't read Darwin. Oh yeah, that's why that fucking quote seems so fucking familiar to me, isn't it? Anyway, and then what's really fucking stupid is people, they keep on quoting Darwin. They just put like some little, paragraph of what he said, but then it's like, okay, keep on reading, and then you'll see your fucking answer. Fucking more. It's like, what the fuck? Really? You do that? I called someone out. I'm like, you're quote mining it, but then you quote mine it even fucking further, I guess, to prove a point? Jesus fucking Christ. Now, I said, like, with, the similarities and shit, in my video, I said, basically, Iranians and Arabs, they're the same. I mean, fuck. I mean, yeah, there are some differences in, like, color of skin pigment and shit like that. But overall, yeah, they look I mean, does Ahmadinejad, does he really look Aryan? Because, yes, the word Aryan comes from Iranian. It does, and that's a fucking fact. But does he really look that un-Arab? And by the way, what I meant by that is like, yes, I mean, most of the people from that area, they pretty much look very fucking similar. I know fucking Jews, and I mean like Israeli Jews, and they look very fucking close to a lot of the Arabs I know. People from like North Africa, Egypt, places like this, because I do know a lot of fucking people. And they look very fucking similar, like similar skin pigment, dark hair, dark eyes, they all look very similar to me. Are they the same? No. But they look very fucking similar. And, which, by the way, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, yes, some are Jews, some are fucking, Muslim. It doesn't fucking matter. But, and then someone, they post a picture like, do they really, okay, yes, they do. And, by the way, it's kind of funny because, are they really Caucasian? And this is going to come up later, but I just want to bring this up real quick. Because apparently, they're Caucasian. Tell that shit to some of these fucking white nationalists. Do they really look Caucasian to you? And that's the thing. Like, people, they don't want to really fucking address this. It's like, even in Europe, like, Spanish people, because I worked with a guy from Spain, and yeah, he had darker skin than me, I mean, but then again, I mean, I'm a pale motherfucker, I mean, I'm pretty fucking white, and that's mostly because I'm a ginger, I have fucking red hair, freckles, blue eyes. I burn fucking quickly. I don't think I've ever had, like, a decent tan in my entire fucking life. So maybe that's just me because I choose not to, go out in the sun exposed. I mean, the last time I wore shorts here in Ohio, I went to something, it was this place called Zumbizi Bay here in Columbus. It's like a water park. Last time before that, and I think we went to Zumbizi Bay like 2 years ago. Last time I wore shorts in public in Ohio was probably the year 1998. So I don't wear shorts. I don't like to be exposed at all because I burn so fucking quickly. But anyway, yeah, he was a little bit darker than me. So, is he a different race? Yeah, some people would say yeah. In fact, even up until somewhat recently, people, they didn't fuck outside of their country is like, oh, no, 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 he's French. We're British. We can't fuck them. They're different than us. We can't do that. Even Native Americans. Some people, they have that misconception, and this is something that, I guess, people on my side, they kind of fuck up, and I have to call them out on, is like, Native Americans, they didn't exactly like the other tribes. In fact, they hated the other fucking tribes. They were the good tribe. The other tribes, oh no, they're fucking assholes. Fuck them. They're different fucking people than us. Fuck them. So, then again, I say, well, yeah, you're kind of all very similar. You may have different traits here and there, but you're all the same, so whatever. But this is where one of the sad parts comes in. So yeah, there was a guy he's been subscribed to me for quite some time. And I believe I'm getting the username right. Because even Skep was asking me, like, who is this guy? Because I was telling him about him. And I believe the name is Jack the PS3 Gamer. Now, Jack had been subscribed to me. And Jack, if you're watching this video, yeah, I'm going to explain some things to you. Jack, well, I'll explain to you guys here first. Jack had been subscribed to me for quite some time, and, disagree with things I said, which is fine, I'm cool with that. If you disagree with things I say, okay, good. I don't want you to just, out of hand, just say, okay, yep, you're right. No, think about this shit. Just because I believe it doesn't mean that you have to believe it. I mean, fuck, I'm a vegetarian. Are you a vegetarian? No? Okay, then who cares? You disagree with me on that. There are plenty of things. You don't have to agree with me 100% of the time for me to like you. There are plenty of people that disagree with me, and, nothing happens. Like, okay, we can have a discussion. But anyway, Jack seemed to get this, hey, Ruka type attitude where he's like, well, yeah, white people, I identify more with them, which is like, why? Why? I mean, okay, yeah, if you have a lot of white friends, who cares? It's probably just the area you're from. Then again, I come from a pretty much predominantly white area, but I got along with the black kids a lot more. Probably because, the black kids were always very respectful. They were always very nice. Like, sometimes their parents were a little too strict for my fucking taste, but, they wanted their kids to be, at least in my experience, very respectful. And to me that was cool, but, a lot of the white kids, they were just pricks. They were bullies. Because I always was a small fucking kid. I mean, I was 4'9" in 7th grade, so I was always very small, and they would fuck with me. Black kids, they didn't take too kindly to that. They're like, why are you fucking with him? Leave him the fuck alone. He's not doing anything to you. And it seems like the white kids, they were, oh no, it's a black kid. Oh no, I can't. He might fuck me up. Anyway, so yeah, it's weird. But anyway, so Jack started to get this kind of attitude that, like, he started to question me, which is fine. Again, that's fine. You can question, my rationality and shit like that. But he started to question my opinions on race. So he started asking questions. We were kind of having a little discussion. But I noticed that he changed his avatar to the rebel battle flag, the Confederate battle flag. And Jack, if you're watching this, you're not even using the real fucking flag. The real fucking flag is this. And by the way, before anyone tries to say, well, that was one of the Confederate flags, no. It was a battle flag. You're not going to use an American fucking battle flag as the American flag, okay? Use the real fucking Confederate flag. The Third National. The last one that they had officially. And yes, it had that fucking square battle flag in the canton. And yes, I did some research on flags and shit, in my youth. But anyway, Jack, you're not even using the real fucking Confederate flag. But anyway. But then Jack, he started, I guess, because he started to get a big fucking pair of balls on him, and he started to attack me. And I'm thinking it's this whole strength in numbers thing. Like, he thought, because there were a lot of people who would agree with him on my fucking video, that he would basically, have some backing and shit. So, this whole thing, like, with French, citing Darwin, I said, yeah, nice quote, mine, asshole, keep reading. So what did Jack do? He put a comment like, you're a rude motherfucker. He was just trying to bring up a point and all this. And I'm like, he actually said that he's subscribing to me for this. And I guarantee you he meant unsubscribing because he was already subscribed. So I'm like, okay, then fuck you. I never said a rude fucking word to you. And then he, basically his spine turned back into fucking jelly, and well, yeah, I know that, but, he's just trying to bring, fuck you. So I fucking blocked him. If you say, I'm unsubscribing to you, I'm fucking blocking you. You don't want to fucking be here? I don't want you here. In fact, I don't want a bunch of fucking dickheads around here subscribe to me that believe this fucking bullshit. So I just fucking blocked him. And he put a comment, I didn't even fucking read it. I just clicked on it, boom. It's not even gonna fucking show up. Fuck him. You want to fucking pull this bullshit? You want to fucking act like I'm a prick for calling someone out on some bullshit? Just because you disagree with it, then fuck you. Then go somewhere else. Unsubscribe, I'm gonna fucking block you. You can't put any comments. Okay, fuck you. I block people from time to time. I'm not a fucking block biatch, as they call it. Yeah, I block people. If I give you too much free reign, you fuck that up, fuck you. You're done. But anyway, so Jack, one thing he tried to bring up is he said, he actually put another comment. He was being all shitty, again, he had this big fucking pair of balls on him and shit. He said, there are 4 races in the world. What is that? Negroid, Mongoloid, Australoid, and Caucasoid? He said, so I answered your question. Anyone else is just a mixed race. Okay, really? That's it. There are 4. There are 4. So anyone else, okay, what about, these people or those people? It's like, well, where do they fit in? And everyone else, they're just mixed race. Okay, well, I know there's so many fucking Americans that say, like, well, I have this much Cherokee in me, and I have this much Native American and shit. Okay, well, they're just mixed race, right? Okay, well, once we're all, fucking together, then there are no races, right? We're just all mixed race. But then again, when you look that shit up, because he said this, and I guarantee you, he just fucking found this on some fucking race realist bullshit fucking site. When you look into this shit, you actually look at it, you realize that this shit is highly, highly fucking subjective. And they say ethnic groups, but again, we are similar 99.99 plus fucking percent. There is almost no difference between us. So that's why we say, yes, we're all one species, we're all one race. Yes, there are differences, but humans, yes, we are special. And it is weird when people are like, because there's like one analogy that people try to bring up, like with Labradors. Because there's black, yellow, and chocolate. Black's most common, yellow is pretty common, chocolate's pretty fucking rare, and people that use that as some kind of analogy, but it doesn't work because if you breed 2 black labs, you can actually get any fucking mixture of these 3 colors. And by the way, silver and charcoal labs, they don't fucking exist. There's something else in those fucking lineages that make them like that. So anyway, and that doesn't work because, yeah, it's, if 2 white people fuck, there's no chance that they're gonna have a black kid. But anyway, yes, this is a fact, but yeah, the skin pigment really means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just there. We're that fucking similar. Okay, that's just it. Yes, we are different, but the thing is, we're still one fucking race. But humans, we were actually able to, spread. We went to different areas. We evolved, and we evolved for the fucking areas. But most animals were landlocked. That's what made us fucking special, because we weren't. We kept traveling. We kept doing shit and exploring. So yeah, I'm sorry. That's a fact. So yeah, humans, we are weird. We are special. So yeah, Jack, you're a fucking idiot. But here's the thing about Jack. He said, I answered your question, how many races there are. That wasn't my main fucking question. That question, and I even said in the video, this was a way to shut down these fucking race realists. That's a way to fucking end their argument. When they said there's a difference between the races. How many are there? Okay, well there's 4. Well guess what? I just showed it's highly fucking subjective, and it's stupid. Then again, one thing about that is Gotstup, who I kind of agree with him here and there. He said, well, yeah, all this is highly subjective. This is just a human construct, just like species are. No, they're not. No, they're not. Species don't give a fuck. Animals don't give a fuck what we classify them as. They really don't fucking care. They just know That is what they do. That's it. Yes, our classification of them, us naming them and shit like that, yeah, that is a human fucking construct to a certain extent, but we're just naming them. We're saying, okay, there's this kind of genetic difference between them. Just like, is it really, like, when you look at manatees and elephants, would you think they're related? Like, to much of an extent? No. But we looked at it and, yeah, they are related. Do they really give a fuck? No. They don't. But that's the thing. We look at things like genetics. Anyhow. So Jack, said this, but that wasn't my main fucking question. My main question was this. Okay, there is, we'll just say, for argument's sake here, that there is a difference between us genetically. That yes, there are different races. We're all different. All the races are different. Then what? What do you propose? What then? What are you gonna say? Because people like Fringe, he's keen on saying shit like, oh well, basically blacks are dumber than whites. There is a intelligence gap between us. Okay, then what? What do you want to do? Do you want to put them in camps? Do you want to make them special? Do you want to say they're fucking stupid compared to us? What? That's my main fucking question, Jack. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, speaking of this shit, white man, the guy I mentioned earlier, as you guys probably remember, I'm not trying to call you guys stupid, but this is the guy who said that, like, when I asked him, how many races are there? He said, how many stars are there? First off, I'm not an astrophysicist. Why are you asking me? Why don't you ask one of them? Do they know how many fucking stars there are? Then again, some people say, no, we would know. If a star burned out, because it's like, well, even though that light would keep on traveling for a while because light years. But anyway, yeah, that wasn't even a good analogy. But then again, he acted like that was. He thought that was fucking great. Oh yeah, you can't answer that. It's not even a good fucking analogy. Because again, infinite, to the best we know, universe versus one small planet, and we can look at genetics on one planet. It's not even a good fucking analogy. But he thought, oh, he'd stump me. So, okay, I don't know. How many are there? I don't know. I'm asking you because, first off, that's not a good analogy. Because I could bring up the lab fucking thing again. Because certain things don't fit. Analogies have to fit in order for them to work. But, okay, I don't know. How many stars are there? Do you know? Okay, well, you don't know, but you're saying that there is a difference between the races. Okay, but then how many are there? You're the one making the positive fucking assertion. I'm saying, no. There isn't. There isn't. From the best I can tell, from what I can see in what biology says, there's no fucking difference. We're so fucking similar. No, there isn't. But you're saying, nope, no, there is. There is a difference. There is a difference. It's kind of like the whole God thing. I can say, I can't see proof of that. I can't see proof of God. If you say, yes, there is proof of God, guess what, dickhead? Just like the creationists, when you make that positive assertion, you now have a burden of proof. I'm not saying anything about stars. I'm not saying there's exactly this many. I don't know. How many are there? There you go. Fucking idiot. But this guy, he kept putting these stupid comments, and like I said, he thought he had just stumped me with this shit. How many stars are there? I don't know. Do you know? So I just ended up blocking him. It's like, fuck you. It's like, okay. Then again, he made a video about me. It was like a bad and 5 useful idiot, which apparently he doesn't understand what this term means. Useful idiot actually means something. It's not just, oh, you're an idiot. But you're useful. Okay, how am I useful to anything? I'm not taking anyone's fucking side. I'm taking my fucking side. Maybe someone could call me a useful idiot for feminism, even though the fact is I bitched about Extreme, the fucking rad femmes. So, no, you couldn't really call me that either. I'm not a useful idiot for any fucking side. No, because I criticize all fucking sides. If you fuck up, you make some kind of stupid fucking statement, I'm gonna fucking call you out as I see fit. So, yeah, but that's what he does. And then, of course, he takes me out of fucking context. It's like, watch the original video. He doesn't link to it, of course. Well, I mean, video responses are gone. So I guess, maybe that's a detriment to him. But then again, link to the original fucking video. But that's what he does. You know, that's what most of these fucking morons do. They take shit out of context and they want to make their fucking point. Because the people that agree with them, they're just going to say, yep, that's true. Yep, I agree. You know, it's this kind of shit. Like, really? You guys are still around? Why not just admit you don't like people who are different than you? Why not just admit that? You know, if you did, at least you're being fucking honest. You know, I've known plenty of fucking people that are like, hey, you know what, I just don't like black people. It's like, hey, I think you're an asshole, but at least you're honest. You don't like black people, okay? You know, whatever. That's, I mean, I don't respect you for that, but at least you're being fucking honest. But that's what these fucking morons, they can't admit. But anyway, yeah, so might as well just cut it off there. This has been 5, and I'll see you guys next video.